NRM out of Busia only. Our intention is to change the government of NRM in the whole country. And so, for us as residents of Busia district, as voters of Busia municipality, here where I belong, we are going to do our best. We are going to do whatever is within our means to ensure that we play our part as a part of national unity platform to echo the voice that is going to move Museveni out of power come 2026. So we are well prepared and we are sure this is going to happen. To hear that President Museveni did not perform well in the previous elections. And this time, it's not going to be surprising that National Unity Platform is going to win him with actually a higher margin compared to the previous elections. Because in 2021 elections, presidential elections, NUP had just been formed. And it was even less than 1 year old. But we managed to win NRM here in Busia district by 65%. That is the official results, of course, which they declared, besides any other manyanga that they did. So we want to assure you that this time, as National Unity Platform, and especially here in Busia district, we are very well prepared. We are very well organized. We have established our structures. We have leadership right from the district level to the constituency level, sub-county levels, up to the lowest level, including the youth structure we have it now. And so we are very confident and sure that in the upcoming 2026 presidential elections, we are going to win with a very high margin because we are well organized and we have fronted candidates on every political elective position. Generally, I don't want to say that the NRM government and President Museveni have not done anything in this country. They played their part. But we are saying they are out of ideas. They are out of development plans that can move this country forward. And so, for us as the people of Busia district, for us as the people of Busia municipality, we are saying we are tired of a dictatorship government that has been in existence for the last 40 years. Last 40 years, their own party, they are still lining at people's backs when they are voting. For the last 40 years, we have schools that do not have infrastructures. For the last 40 years, people are still dying in hospitals. We don't even have where to preserve bodies that have died. You see, majority of our people here in Busia municipality go to Kenya to get such services. Even the hospitals, when you are sick here and you have emergencies, the nearest place to run to is Kenya, not this country. So that's why we are saying every system, every sector in this government is completely corrupt, is completely broken down, and is rotten. And we are saying the best thing for Museveni to do is to resign and let the young people, let the new generation come in place so that Ugandans can benefit from this country.
There's no development, mainly here in Busia municipality. Let me tell you one thing. Busia, at one time, it was a leading district in the whole of Uganda, which was generating a lot of income for this country. It was a backbone of this country economically. But look at it, how it looks like. We only have one street, the one which is tarmacked. Only one. When you look at the other road, since Uganda existed, since it came in existence to be known that this is Uganda, look at the road. Look at the town, how it looks like. When you come to Busia district at night, when you are coming from Kampala, you cannot find even one light. Security lightning, which gives the people, light so that people can work during night. You find the whole town is dark. Right now, as I'm speaking, in Busia municipality, we do not have a hospital, modern hospital. well-equipped hospital with well-equipped facilities. People are still going to Kenya. Are we Kenyans? If Busia municipality right now as speak, when people die, we keep our dead bodies in Kenya. Imagine for 40 years we are still keeping our bodies in dead people who have died in Kenya. There are no medicines in the hospital. The facility which they gave us is very small. You find people sleeping on the ground. We do not have beds where our wives go and give birth. We do not have medicine. How can you say that Busia as a town, as a municipality, we have benefited? Look at the schools. We still have those old colonial infrastructures where our children go and study from. Right now, Busia would be having modern structures in the schools where our children go and study from. Last time I was telling people, do you know that environment is very important, can affect someone's mind, can affect you as a child. Right now, as we're speaking, what do we have here which generate income, source of income in Busia? We have nothing. We had customs, but they removed all offices, they took them to Mombasa. Remember, custom, it was the backbone of all businesses in the Busia municipality. All businesses were benefiting through the custom. People were coming from different parts of Uganda, coming to clear their goods from here. They used to sleep in our houses. They used to eat food from our restaurants, sit on our borders. Each and everything, they were doing it from Busia. Every business people are benefiting from it. People are getting a lot of money by then. But do you know, as you know, the government, because their mind is to rule this country until Jesus Christ comes back, they removed the things they know very well that they could benefit people here in the Busia municipality, they took to Kenya. The offices which we had remained with, they removed them, they took to Nakawa. So what can you tell me that Busia, we have benefited from this government?
Basically, when you talk about maintaining, yes, we are going to maintain it, and I'm 100% sure that NUP is going to take the leadership of Busia again at the top leadership for the presidency. Reason being, because in the last elections, actually NUP had just come, and you saw the overwhelming support of people of Busia. But now that we have been in existence for the last 5 years, I believe that we as a party, we have brought members of the party who are competent. We have come up with the structures that are going to make sure that we mobilize the support and the votes for the president, and also for any member of parliament, LOC 1, LOC 3, LOC 5, who are going to lead. So when you say we are going to maintain up to the down level. So we are going to make sure that we sweep again in 2026. Yeah, moderator, when you look at the percentage of the population in Uganda, if I'm not mistaken, 80% of the population are youth. And when you look at the youth in the Ugandan constitution is between 18 to 30 years, 35, around there. And when you look at the presidency of Uganda, it has been there for over 30 years, coming to 40 years. So you realize that the youth, the majority of the youth who are in the country, who are 80%, they have never seen any president, and they have never heard of any change of guard within the country. And they have seen the change of government in Kenya, the change of government in Tanzania, the change of government across the countries that are neighboring us. So the youth are eager to see at least a new president. That's number one. Then secondly, when you look at the youth in Uganda, the youth are unemployed. They have been born in the reign of the President Museveni under the NRM government. They have grown up, they have studied, they have married under the same what? Under the same leadership. But they don't see any policies that are being brought in Uganda that can favor them to get jobs. One, when you look at people, the youth in Busia, first of all, their parents, they brew warrage, you know, alcohol. They have some small animals that they have sold to make sure that they support their children up to the university level. And they find that after educating these children up to that level, the children end up not getting jobs. So they instead come back, and since the children want to marry, they sell the land and the remaining animals to make sure that they even get for them what? Their wives. So they have not seen anything that is very, very good for them. So
kumi NRM naye erimu 10 namba eba eri equal. Boda mu Eastern Division opposition balimu 6, NRM balimu 16. Boda mu Western Division NRM bakansalas balimu 13, opposition balimu 4. Which means nti bakyatusigako akatono, naye ku mulundi guno tusaba kanatu tubasingireko ddala. Tugenda kolera wamu naddala nga opposition tutambule. Naye omanyi ebya opposition ennaku zino omuntu akulima ndi opposition yemisana ekiro mulaba ayambadde kikaya ky'abakyala genda wa kati katusuubire nti naye abantu bakyalonda bibiina goge mazima. Abantu balonda bukozi bwa muntu, ebibiina abantu babivaako, ebibiina password. Era bonkubiriza bonna buli opposition bw'otuuka mu office kikyoteekeddwa okukola tandika okukolera abantu, kubeera n'abantu abantu ye passport yo yekuleeta, era naawe ayesibiddewo ku kaadi, era abantu be bakulonda n'ofuna ki kasi obeera ne majority olwo oba ojja kukola ki service delivery kyekintu ekikulu mu byonna. Ne bino ne bano abalala beepulira beetuuma nze ndi gundi nze ndi waha gundi oba bulimba naye jangu okolera abaki abantu.
Thank you so much. First and foremost, I must say this, that initially in the 2021 election fracas, I must say there was a lot of issues that was within the party, especially at the district level here, municipality and other lower levels. We realized that there was a lot of infights between the party leaders, given the fact that the structures that still were that back then were operating were the same structures that we had been voted in the 2015 elections. So we realized that the same people had come, of which most of them had either just lost the pride of the party, or others who had also passed on. Then the positions that were vacant were not elected, but rather fixed some members there to fill the gaps, realizing that most of the members who had been filled had no party orientation, had nothing in common with the party ideologically. So we realized that most of the members who had been put at the forefront of the party to run the party mobilization were very inefficient. Now when you compare the 2020 and 2025 elections, 2026, you realize that at least this time around we are prepared enough. The best testament would be the recently concluded elections of the youths, whereby NRM swiped 98%. That alone is a testament that this time around the young people are ready to speak loud for the party, given that we have the numbers, and we also voted in young blood in top positions of the party. For example, the district NRM chairperson is a youth. Sub-county chairpersons, most of them are still in their prime. So we believe the energy is there and the zeal is there. And trust me, this time around, we are ready to mobilize for the party very highly. I must say that the issue of seeing no candidates even at village level coming in to contest doesn't mean that they are strong, but rather there is high competence or the high competition within the NRM party, that some of them have feared and resorted to parties who still look for people to contest and represent them at particular levels. When you look at the recently concluded NRM primaries, you realize that this time around the competition was so high in every position. That alone is speaking loud that NRM is still strong and very, very, very loud this time around. Nope, much as they have saying that they have fixed youths, but who are they that we don't see? If they had numbers, then definitely they would have won against us in the youth elections, because we expected them to participate here highly to give us a challenge that they are, this time around they are prepared enough. I must say the wave that was there in 2021, 2020 is not the same wave that is going to come in the 2025-2026 elections. You realize that even those ones we saw at the forefront of the party today, of the new party in Busia here, today they are nowhere. They are nowhere, and they are stepping behind saying, no, we are going to be there, but we are not ready to speak like we used to. So I believe, as the district chairman of the young people, of the youths, for us as a team, we are ready to battle anyone who will come our way. And I must say, our sole mission is to deliver the president with 10 million votes plus. They are saying that they are coming in for a protest vote. There is no protest vote. The NRM youth, we are saying we are coming to issue what we call a progress vote for the president and the party as a whole.
When you look at Samia Buge North, we have a lot of challenges. For him, the way he does these things, he targets the voters, people who vote for him there and then. But for us, our system, or the way we want to do things, we want them differently. One, look at the education sector. We have a lot of challenges. I've toured the primary schools. Schools have no libraries. Schools have no printers. I've gone to health centers. They have no power. They have no solar systems. A lot of challenges that when they approach him and citizens want his help, he ignores them. 4 years has been off the constituency. He comes back in the 5th year. He's doing petty works that are supposed to be done by the councillor. He was councillor, he was talking of the roads. MP talking of the roads. Minister talking of the roads. So people are fed up. There's a lot of intimidation, there's a lot of scaring, there's a lot of kidnapping. We had such a scenario when it came to the structure. The councillor in Namungoti Town Council was arrested beyond the 48 hours, taken to court on ground that cyber crime. But what was his intention? His intention was because he's influential in the town council. What did he want to do? He wanted to keep him in prison so that his candidate in Namungoti Town Council can secure the victory. And indeed he achieved that. So that's what we are fighting for. We are fighting for Wandera John Paul is a leader that works with other leaders. I'm not the kind of person who's going to fight the LOC1, who's going to fight the councillor, who's not going to fight who and who, because we are not in good terms, so we are not working together. That's what we are fighting for.
What we have done so far for the last 4 years is part of our foundation to continue with the leadership, which will serve the people of Samia Bugwe Central. Voters must know and should know that the country or the government has just come up with a new development plan, National Development Plan 4. And there are a lot of issues that we have pushed into this National Development Plan that affects the people of Busia. The border posts we have pushed in for Buteba and in Muluanda. All the schools, the sub-counties that do not have the health center 3s have been earmarked to receive those health center 3s in the first 2 years of the National Development Plan. So the best person to push for the issues that we have already pushed in the National Development Plan to make part of the national budget is definitely the person who is aware of the issues that have already been captured in the National Development Plan. And that is me as their current member of parliament. So if they have to see more of what we have been doing for continuity, then it is important that they sustain the leadership we have been offering.
This was an internal process looking for the person who will hold the flag on behalf of the party of NRM to go and face the other colleagues from the other parties in the general election come January. My humble appeal to them, even at the moment I'm reaching out to most of them, apart from the incumbent who has already declared his candidature as an independent, which is very unfortunate. The ideal thing is we have been looking for one person to represent us. The ideal would be when you lose, you humbly come behind the other person, because it was a family affair, in-house affair. That would be the ideal, but it's unfortunate. I think due to selfish interests, some people don't hold the party at heart. They are looking at selfishly. They're into this game to selfishly for their own interests. They're not looking at the party generally. How do we hold the party strong? How do we harness and make sure that here in Busia we deliver NRM all through the 4 constituencies and the district 2 MP, because we have 5 representatives in south, in central here, north, and municipality plus the district 2 man. Our target would be to ensure we deliver people on the flag, because the government at the moment is NRM. And I know with still the mass numbers you saw during the restructuring process, the structural elections, right from villages, how the people turned up in large numbers. It still shows that NRM is still a mass party. They still love, they still believe in His Excellency the President Kaguta, in what he's doing, how he has delivered. If you look at like here in Central and Busia, we have a tarmac road here. This is it's like a dream come true. Right now I drive on tarmac from my home in Kampala up to my home here in the village. That is a very big step. When you look at the expected, there's no election where there will be all winners. When you participate, you expect to either win or lose. And you must prepare your heart very well. Prepare yourself mentally. In the case of you come number 2, let it not become a grudge, a permanent grudge or a war. The most appropriate thing is to come line behind the person who has gone through, then you come and build the party. Because for us, our agenda is to ensure the party thrives. The party does not collapse from Busia. Let Busia rise up like we used to do before. His Excellency is a very good gentleman for me. That's what I've been seeing ever since my childhood. When you perform well, he also gives you, he gives you well. Like those days when you could perform well, you used to have ministers in the north side, could have ministers this side. The time when I had the Honorable Agura Hori and Honorable Gabriel Opio all as ministers, and full cabinet ministers sitting in the cabinet and in this small district of ours. For His Excellency is about numbers, support. How is your support base for you to be able to bargain? When your support base is narrow, definitely will not. You will also look at those areas that still believe in him. So I'm just calling on our people here of Busia. This is the chance. We have our own here, our own daughter, Honorable Ambassador Barbara. We actually want to thank His Excellency for giving us that slot of the National Treasurer of the NRM Party. She's our lady, our daughter, here just in Samia Central is where she comes from. Let us not ashame her. Let us work hard to make sure to deliver the NRM. All flag bearers, right from the councillor to the sub-county. Councillor to the sub-county, the sub-county chairperson, the district councillor, the district chairperson, like that. Let's look at flag bearers up to member of parliament. That's how we shall have a good bargain.
Ibra, Ibra. Oluje.
How can we have an illegal force?
No, we are pushing.
I know these thugs are in Busia.
I'm pushing
They are
all of them
thugs.
out. Gundi, ensure
We can't
all
have
people
robbers.
in black, whatever, out here. Bring them here.
Robbers.
All. No, I'm
These
handing.
guys, I know them, they are robbers.
Excuse me, sir. I'm going to hand her to take it over.
Why they keep it for? Let people know.
Identify the people.